They like, he gonna be a top 20, whatever. So I had great workouts, great meetings, people, calling me all the way up until the draft day. So when they get there and it's like, all right, I'm still waiting. It's like, the way I was waiting for that long, it's like, all right, they gonna pay for that. They gonna pay for that for sure.
Hediger kicks it out to Sharife Cooper, who has the shot, and he nails it! Sharife Cooper for 3 wins the game!
So first question is, from AOT, McEachern, Jersey, your path, you finally got now to your first NBA media training camp. What does it feel like?
Oh, it's still surreal. I don't think I've taken it in yet. Like, I feel like once you get, to this level, it's like you got so much more that you want to do and accomplish. It's like you can't really, take a step back and be like, all right, I made it.
I think patience is the first word that comes to mind for you. Last season you had to be patient to finally start playing. Now, what does the word patience mean to you?
Patience, sacrifice. Those are 2 words I've been, raised up on. So it's nothing new, nothing that, kind of rattle me. It's hard when you finally get to a point and stuff just randomly happen that you had no clue of or no control over. So that's probably the hard part, understanding that. But, now it's like a next step and try to take control of your journey.
We've always seen you be real calm and cool. I think it's only been a few times I've actually seen you show that emotion. What makes you so calm out there and stay even killed?
Yeah, I don't know how I level it out, honestly, because on the court it's like, it's all a go. It's like whatever is whatever, but my face never kind of changed. But my attitude is like, it's definitely, killed at all times.
I think the only times we've seen you with that emotion was versus St. Patrick's a couple of years ago. If you remember, the scene was crazy. The crowd was going really nuts, and I saw that emotion out of you. You turned to the crowd. It was very animated and whatnot. What was that game like?
Yeah, just being back, where it kind of all started in Jersey. All my family from Jersey. A lot of them still live there, so being at where it's all started from, being that I was coming back. Playing against a team that's in the middle of Jersey, so the crowd was crazy. They talking trash. That I haven't been like that in a long time. Like just emotion like that, but it was like they were so on the court, like you could hear everything. So when I'm hearing everything, just mainly from this side of this crowd. So he made a couple shots. It's like why y'all not talking? So. That's all it was. It was definitely a fun experience, though.
Yeah, you've mentioned some players that you really model your game after, look up to, and it seems like CP is like a first. Chris Paul, and what is it you take from him, and what is your relationship like?
What I take from just the way he can balance passing and scoring. I never felt like I was a scoring or a pass first. I feel like I could do a mix of both at a high level. So. That's one person I really see that, could mix both and still be effective. So just watching him throughout the years, the whole time I grew up, somebody I kind of seen myself similar to. Not jumping over the rim, not doing all that, but he always is one of the best players on the floor. So that's somebody I look up to, and we had a great relationship ever since we played their team in 8th grade, and he was there, and we lost, and I actually had a good game, but he kind of respected my game, and he seen me crying, and he's like, he said, show me somebody who like losing, and I'll show you a loser. That's something he says, and that's what he told me after the game. So we just had a good relationship ever since then.
Yeah, what is your leadership style like, if you can describe it?
I want to win at all costs. I feel like I have a good understanding of people and my teammates. I always had a great relationship with everybody, so I know how to, talk to certain people a certain way. I know who can take, yelling and who can't. So everything I do is kind of based off of winning. So whatever I say comes from a good heart. My team know that. I don't really do too much yelling, but when I say something, it's mutual respect. So
did you? Even draft night, I wanted to ask you about what was that night like in the sense of waiting so long? We talked about patience earlier and waiting to hear your name and that relief that came out your face. But what was the first thing that popped in your mind after you finally heard your name? It's like, all right,
It was hard, honestly, because, you know, when I came out of college, you know, projected lottery, this, and that. All the way up into the combine, they like, you know, he going to be a top 20, whatever. So I had great workouts, great meetings, people, you know, calling me all the way up until the draft day. So when they get there, and it's like, all right, I'm still waiting. It's like, the way I was waiting for that long, it's like, all right, you know, they gonna pay for that. They gonna pay for that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I know that the chip on your shoulder, I'm sure, is huge now coming into this season and the goals that you have set out for yourself. What do you have set out to accomplish? Let's just say rookie year one.
I don't know. It's so much up in the air. I just want to, you know, go into practice the next day and just, you know, dominate. I feel like I got a lot to show, stuff that I haven't shown yet that I feel like I show all the time on outside of the camera. So I'm just ready for practice, man. That's it. I'm ready for the next practice, training camp, and then after that, the next practice. So that's all my mind's set on. The games, I haven't even experienced the game, so I don't know what it's like. So I'm not really worried about that right now.
Yeah. Did you feel like you showed a good arsenal of your game in Summer League? Summer League was like really exciting to see how like you running the offense, you and Jalen, the way you guys kind of handled things together, the game-winning shot you had. Like, what do you think you were able to show Summer League this past?
I don't feel like I showed it a little bit of nothing to what I think I can show. I get better off playing 5-on-5 and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I develop a rhythm. I've been playing a lot of 5-on-5 after the Summer League, so I feel like I'm in a great rhythm right now. I did all right. I think I'd give myself a C plus for what I did Summer League.
You have a very strong fan base. I don't know if you're aware of that, but they'll do anything for you. And what is it like just having that support system of fans that really ride with you constantly? And it's like, yo, if they see a top 10 of point guards, if they see a list and it's like, oh, where's Sharife? It's quickly being asked, where's Sharife at? But they really ride for you. What is that like?
It's dope. It's great to have a support staff outside, you know, of your family and anything. I see the same stuff you see. They always got my back when somebody say something that's not true or whatever the case may be. They always the first one to respond. So, you know, I'm super thankful for them for sure.
If somebody asks you right now, which one you gotta claim? Is it Jersey or is it Atlanta? And why too?
I had to go with both. I feel like I'm from my roots. You know, my heart, my blood is in Jersey, but you know, I grew up in Georgia, so I always gonna have that, you know, tie to both of them. But definitely, yeah, I'd probably say Jersey. I love Atlanta though. I grew up here, you know, ATL. That's what I got on my jersey, so yeah, that's what we rocking with.